What up, dudes? It's Gaz, and welcome back to the Warframe video. Today we have a Riven for the new two-handed scythe that can fire off like laser blasts called the Corufell. It's Citrine's new signature weapon, and it's actually probably the best weapon of the update. We only got two new weapons, but yeah, out of the two, this is the scythe right here. As far as, you know, it having good stats, it is there's a initial attack, like the prime lay attacks are going to be doing impact, puncture, slash. And the special heavy attack is going to be doing heat damage at base with no impact, puncture, or slash. As you can see right here, 15 to 30 meter fall off. And with these, we have a crit build on here. It's an 83% crit chance before heavy attacking, which will multiply the crit chance from this. So as far as Riven stats, there's really not that many good stats to go for. We're going to be basically only going for crit damage, crit chance, attack speed. And since this Riven is 0.5 disposition, because it's a new weapon, it will be very, very low stats regardless. So let's hope that something is actually slottable in the end. These Rivens are pretty rare. They just came out like yesterday, so we'll see what happens. I'm not having high hopes for this, but it looks pretty. It's a cool looking weapon. If you remember my Riven rolling video for the whatever that other scythe is called, the scythe from Zariman, I rolled that Riven too just because the weapon looked cool. So here we are again with the next two-handed scythe. Very similar situation. Let's go for some crit stats here. Alright, range and crit chance. It's probably more useful than what we already have, but it's not a keeper at all. Yeah, so 0.5 disposition Rivens, this is what you get. I'm hoping that we can maybe get minus puncture on this thing, as it is for the light attacks, it has impact, puncture, and slash, but it's mostly weighted into puncture. And impact. Slash is actually the lowest weighting on the lay attacks for some reason. So, due to DE giving us limitations on how much steel essence we can turn in per week, I only have this amount of Kuva. We got a heavy attack efficiency, toxin, and melee damage. A somewhat interesting Riven. Probably more useful than what we already have. But also, condition overload does work on the gunshots from this. So, yeah, anything with melee damage is probably not going to be worth it, as Condition Overload can provide so much extra damage that we're already going to be getting. Alright, minus crit damage, not the call here. These are the kind of stats you can be getting on this thing, like 4 seconds of combo duration, a little chunk of electric damage. Even a God roll could potentially not even be slottable on this thing. Crit damage, range, status chance. Range, it has... Does it even show the range on here? Yeah, range of 2.6. It's got pretty good range at base, but I'm going to be pretty much only using this thing for the gun mode. So not really great, but it does have crit damage, which I do like. So I think I'll take this one. I'm not really happy with either of those rolls, so let's go right so we can get a better one. Critical chance, range, initial combo. 8 initial combo is pretty much nothing. These are both pretty bad Rivens. We have crit chance on the right side, or crit damage on the left side. I'm going to go with crit damage, because this can already orange crit with the mod build I have on here. So, yeah. This is pretty much what I was expecting. Critical chance, initial combo, range, minus status chance. And we don't actually have that much status chance on this, so that would be a kind of free negative, I feel like. It'd be pretty much 0 status chance. For now, I'm going to take this one, because it does have a negative. But still would hope to get something better in the end. Maybe if I can get minus puncture. I don't know if that's a thing, as I said. Minus puncture would be my ideal negative. So yeah, crit chance is a somewhat okay roll. The initial combo is going to be adding on to like corrupt charge, which is like 30. We got damage Grenier, attack speed, additional combo count chance, and minus corpus. It has a pretty bad time building combo, so I guess that could be kind of helpful. And the attack speed's nice, but... yeah, neither of them are good. Honestly, neither of them are good. So we have gotten to the 13th roll. Okay, and this thing, it can get minus puncture. Good to know. This thing can get minus puncture, but it also can get plus dash duration, which is not what I'm trying to go for. But that's potentially good. Now you just have to deal with the impact damage it also has. There's no way you can make this thing mostly slash weighted. Minus crit chance, not the way to do it. Yeah, it's got mostly impact and puncture, but it can get minus puncture, apparently. Good to know. Alright, you can also get plus impact. Just what we were looking for. I don't remember how much Kuva we had when we started. I think it was like 324,000. Okay, crit damage, slide crit plus heat. It already has heat damage on the shot, so I'm not going to be going for more heat damage yet. Alright, minus crit damage again. Awesome. I love how that's a possible stat on these things. Heat damage, puncture, infested, minus Grenier. Wow. Okay. Even with the 0.5 dispo ribbons, I get terrible rolls. Alright, speaking of terrible rolls, plus puncture and status duration. What a combo. Yeah, puncture procs could definitely use a rework. Heavy attack efficiency negative. So I am running initial combo 2x build, so heavy attack efficiency doesn't really matter for me. But, you know, potentially I'll do a 12x build in the future. Crit damage, attack speed, and slide crit. It's 21% attack speed. That's a pretty weak Riven. I think I'm gonna stick with this. Those numbers were really low. Here, let me quickly look if this will get us to initial combo increase. I don't know if this Riven's even gonna be worth running actually. Before we roll it some more, let me take a quick look at this thing. All right. So if we were to put this on here with the crit chance roll, let's say I stuck it on. I can't even fit it on there yet. Let's take these off for now. Okay, so it would be 11x initial combo, 41 initial combo. I think I want to say that 3x combo is 40 hits, so that might potentially be kind of worth it. But at the same time, that's 2 mod slots for initial combo. This has no elemental, so it's probably just a worse version of the previous build. So let's keep rolling. Hope that we got something better in the future. So we got some more Kuva to waste. And yeah, this is basically a big highlight of the update is this new weapon. We are the new frame is nice. The new shotgun is not the best, and the new scythe is interesting. But yeah, that's like the main three. Hey, look, the triple Bane Riven. We got damage to Corpus, damage to Infested, and minus Grenier. Unfortunately, that's the faction I don't want negative on for the negative on that Riven. But yeah, there's really not too much going on in this update. The game mode is very boring. I'm pretty much like putting off playing it some more because it's just so boring. But that's also like one of the only ways to get the new arcanes, which is another highlight of the update. So if you want to get those new arcanes, you're gonna have to bite the bullet and play sleepy near defense mode. Either flying around as Titania or just like chilling pretty much as the defense frames. So I'm making small talk because a lot of these rolls are just terrible. 8 initial combo, 3 second combo duration. Like this has pretty much been a waste. Okay, so I think we just passed 100k Kuva. Let's do a couple more rolls at least, as I don't really consider this Riven worth slotting yet, and it could potentially be better in the future. Attack speed initial combo. Minus puncture, okay. 15 initial combo, and it has minus puncture. That might be okay. Is that better than what we have, though? It potentially could be a replacement to, like, Prime Fury. It's less attack speed. I think I might take this one. Because the range is useless. Crit chance is nice. They're both not great. This has a really low fire rate of 0.8. And that would increase it a little bit more. I'm not sure. Like, this has a not great negative, but pretty good positive stats. And that extra, like, 4 initial combo is doing nothing for us. But also, at the same time, if they were to buff the disposition of this thing, making it where that plus initial combo is higher could be nice. I think I am going to go with this one for now. And we'll roll it a couple more times, hopefully get something better. But yeah, they're both pretty bad. Crit chance is nice and all to maybe get red crits, but I honestly don't think I could have even ran that Riven with those stats. Minus crit damage, speaking of a Riven that is not even slottable. This is what can happen, guys. If you roll a Riven for a new weapon and it has 0.5 dispo, you can potentially get something that's not even slottable after multiple rolls. Minus puncture will help the slash weighting, but it does have very high impact weighting as well, making it pretty much irrelevant, unfortunately. And the shot has no slash damage on it, so yeah, you can't even get that from that either. Attack speed, status chance. Let's do a couple more here. I'll go down to like the 200k Kuva. That sounds fine. We got impact and status duration. Yeah, and honestly, they should make the disposition of new weapons like 0.7 off the bat, because this likely will be a good weapon, but not a weapon that's like the must-run weapon. Melee damage, critical chance, minus heavy attack efficiency, this will not be like a meta weapon. It's more of a for fun weapon. Like if you remember the other site, the Hespar, I finally remember the name of it. Toxin attack speed, interesting. I'm gonna stick with this one for now. If you remember the Hespar, it was pretty much a fashion frame weapon. This is a similar situation, but I'd say this thing is better than the Hespar, at least for initial testing. And the last roll we're gonna do here, we got attack speed combo duration minus puncture or attack speed initial combo minus puncture. This is going to be a real test of my Warframe mechanics. I want to say a 3x multiplier is at 40. So with if we were to replace Prime Fury with this, we would be at 3x, I want to say. But I also don't remember exactly if it's 3x or if it's 40 or 50 hits. So we're going to potentially take the worst Riven here and take a leap of faith. And one more roll just because that was a pretty bad one. Okay, heavy attack efficiency, range, and slide crit. All right, just one more. Sneak one more in, then we're going to go test this in Simulacrum and see if this feels any better than before. And a waste of 7,000 Kuva. You got to be more careful with the Kuva nowadays, too, since it's so bottlenecked. Be careful about potentially wasting Kuva on Rivens that suck, like this one. So let's go. We got I would say, okay, in the end, I would say we got a slottable Riven. If you take into account it's a 3x build now, and we have lost a 20% chunk of attack speed for always having that 3x available to us, which is going to give us, other types of things such as more crit chance, more damage, and all that stuff. All right. Unfortunately, I might not be able to fit the whole build on due to how much drain Rivens can give you. Okay, so we're at a 45x combo 45% or 45 hit combo multiplier off the bat. We don't have a Bane mod on here. Let's just do a corrosive build. All right, that fits on there. So it should be 3x multiplier. All right, 3x multiplier. I don't mind that. That feels slottable at least. And we'll attack. Oh, the cat just did the crit buff, so that's unfortunate. Okay, so of course, like I said, Condition Overload does work on this, so if you proc him up a little bit. Yeah, the cat just ruined the whole test, but I mean, a decent chunk. If you use Condition Overload, this thing can hit very hard. And that's with a 30% attack speed mod. I'm going to reset the Simulacrum real quick just so the cat buff goes away. Oh, cool. That doesn't get rid of the cat buff. Awesome. Let's go on the mod screen, maybe. Okay, well, either way, the cat buff just ran out, so let's show it with no orange crit cat buff now. Alright, with no actual buff, we are getting orange crits, seems like somewhat reliably here. That's nice. And now I'm going to Epitaph proc them up a little bit. Nice. Oh, that's the terrible shotgun that you should never use. 1,000,000 damage. Okay, I'm okay with this. I feel like the Riven in the end is actually a keepable Riven. Probably one of the few keepable Rivens that currently exist for this weapon. So, of course, if I get crit damage alongside all that stuff, that would have been nice. And the main reason I want to use this weapon is on Garuda, just to have a gigantic scythe that doubles as a gun. So, big slash procs, relatively big numbers, and good fashion frame potential. So, hope you guys found this video fun and helpful. I would say the Rivens for this thing are not worth running right now, or even rolling for. But I just want to show you guys what's currently possible. It can roll minus puncture. It can do good damage. It looks cool. We need really kind of like a better stance or some kind of like stance buff for Gale Force Dawn, as it is one of the weaker stances in the game, especially for a recently made stance. I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy and peace.